And we're live, we're live, we're live. Welcome everybody to the Mum-Freedom-Preneurs Hangout. And we are live, and our topic today, we're going to be sharing our top 5 secrets to running an online heart-based business. Heart-based online business. And before we get into that topic, we're going to go quickly across the panel here. We've got an incredible group of really amazing heart-based mompreneurs from literally all over the globe. We literally span the globe. It's amazing. I'm going to start here, and I am Valerie Jampolsky. I am the Abundance Mum-Freedom-Preneur from Abundance Now, and I have twin 6-year-old boys. I give them a kid alert, but I do think they are settled in the other room. I'm here in Los Angeles. It's a little after 7 o'clock in the morning, so we're starting a little bit late. A little bit of tech issues at first. And I'm just so excited. A little bit about me. I used to be an entertainment attorney. I had made a powerful decision. I was sitting there very, very, very pregnant with the twins, sitting in my office, surrounded by all my papers, all my bills, and having, my bills, listen to me, all my papers, definitely bills, all my papers, everything that I was working with, and having this really powerful realization that if I didn't do something, I was never going to be able to see my kids. My kids were going to be raised, never mind by daycare, they'd be raised by nannies. And that was not the reason why I went through all I went through to have those kids. And that I also had this powerful realization that there was so much more to me. There was so much more to me than what I was doing at my job, that I did have something to share with the world. I did have something that was a gift, you could say, a calling that I felt, even though I maybe couldn't put it into exact words, but I knew there was more that I had to share to really help people, to really make a difference. And I made this massive determination, and crazy things happening on my maternity leave. Studio goes goes bankrupt, lays everybody off in my department. I was faced with the decision. I decided to keep it going. I decided I was no longer going to be an attorney. I decided I was going to follow my heart, follow my dreams, and do this. And this. It took me a while, because what we do, the system that I use, the wonderful movement that I'm a part of, did not exist. So it took me a while to find it, but I am so grateful that I am now here and we can do this, and really, live the life of our dreams. Be able to, I can be at home with my kids and travel with them. I mean, my goodness, last 6 months alone, Bali, I was with Bali and the kids, and gone to Orlando and Disney World and Miami and all over the place. And more coming up, as you've heard us talking about. A bunch of us were going to be seeing each other in Nashville soon in a couple of months. And just, being able to make the decision of where and what I do with the kids. I can homeschool them and decide what I want to do with them, have that kind of freedom, but really be able to help people from the heart, be able to do things and make a difference with people, and live from the heart. We're going to get into more detail of what this all means and how we're doing, what our secrets are and all of that. But that's my story. That's why I am here. And I want to encourage everybody that's watching here, all of you that are watching here. And we know we might have some men, we might have some non-mums with us. Welcome. You are always welcome. And to comment and share in the comments for you, first shout out where you are, where you're from. We will be going through, and I'll be acknowledging and saying hi, and you can be a part of the conversation with us. Okay. And also, anything that anybody says here about income that we're making, because we've got some crazy incomes that are happening in our world. Everything from I remember my first $3,000 day to we've got people that are making 6-7 figures in the community that we do. Click the link below to join us. There's a link below that shows our income disclaimer. I'm just going to throw it up out front right now. Income disclaimer. You can see what that is before, because we can't guarantee that you'll start living the life of your dreams, but we know that it's possible. We're not all typical, and we've chosen not to be typical. So that being said, I'm going to pass it all along, and that opens up the board for anybody to talk about what's going on in their life and in their universe. I am going to pass it on over to, let's see here. I'm going to start with CJ, and then we'll go over to Carrie Lynn. So CJ, you're up next.
Good morning, beautiful people. I'm CJ, and I live in Spring Hill, Florida. It's currently 10:17 for me on a Monday morning. I'm so blessed to be a stay-at-home mom of 3 boys. They are 9, 6, and 4 years old. We are also a homeschool family, so my guys are with me 24/7. We're able to field trips whenever we want to. We have yearly passes to the museums and zoos and local activities within our areas. So we're able to do whatever we like whenever we can because we have the freedom as a family to do that. Now, it was not always like that for me. I used to work for corporate America. It was a health insurance company, and I worked with them for 14 years. I worked 12 to 16-hour days, Monday through Saturday. My only day off was Sunday. So for me, I was not able to watch my children grow and explore and be the little humans that they are and the little children that they are allowed to be within themselves. And I was tired of public school kind of telling them how to live their lives and programming their brains to do something else and not be who they were meant to be. So with that decision on August of 2014, I walked away from my job of 14 years and I became a stay-at-home mom. I joined this amazing community of Freedom Moms, and we build each other up every day. We support each other. We're here as friends. We're here as family. We travel every 3 months, and we see each other every 3 months. Our kids play together. They chit-chat together. Sheila just spent a week with me about a month ago when I had my surgery, and she drove 26 hours to spend a week with me for my surgery. I never had this type of support with corporate America. I never had this type of bond. I never had this type of family. I always had to take off weeks in advance of notice. I can take off whenever I want to. If we wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and feel like going somewhere for the day, we pack a backpack and we go. Or if it's at 10 o'clock in the afternoon or late morning or early afternoon, we can just go. This is my youngest. This is Ricardo. My oldest wants to come over and peek in. Come on, say hi really quick. That's Manuel. That's my oldest. You want to pop in? Come on, hurry up. Hurry, fast. And that's Armando. That's my 6-year-old. So we're just able to have that freedom. We're able to be together. We're able to make the memories and to bond as a family. I'm on the phone. Give me 1 minute, okay, sweetheart? I'll help you in 1 minute, okay? I'll be right there, baby. Love you. I know you've seen a lot of new women on the panel. He's like, who are those people, Mom? Okay, honey, I'll talk to you in a minute, sweetheart. And exactly, he's like new faces. But just to have the freedom with my children and to make the memories as they occur and not plan out in advance our life or when the memories will happen or when we can be together. Rainy days, we can watch movies whenever we want to. They're not stuck in a school. And just to be able to be a mom and to have that cuddle, because I was given the amazing gift of 3 children after losing 2 to miscarriage and then struggling through infertility to have my first. I was not going to let them grow up without a mom. They're my babies. And I love them, and that's why I do what I do. And that's why we're here together to support each other.
Love it. Mwah. Sweetheart. And I'm going to move over to Carrie Lynn. Carrie Lynn, and welcome. First time on our Mom Hangout on the panel. She's been watching, and now she's on the panel with us.
I'm so excited to be part of this. I really, really am. I'm calling in from Mapleton, Utah. It's 8:20 a.m. in the morning. I have 10 children of my very own that I've given birth to.
Mama!
Are biological children between my husband and me. So I know when I say 10, a lot of times there's all those questions, so we'll eliminate all of the questions with the answers straight up. I have studied to be an energy worker and emotional release facilitator, and I understood all of those principles. But oftentimes as a healer, you're taught those principles, but how to monetize and bring together that, and I'm grateful that I've followed my intuition and hopped on board with this freedom movement and to get to work with all of these wonderful ladies, and I'm excited to be here. I don't have the fabulous story that CJ does and the rest of you, but it's coming together, and I'm here. Good morning, ladies.
Yes, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. We are crossing across the pond all the way over to Irina.
Hi. Everything's okay?
Yeah.
Cool. So for me it's good afternoon because for me it's 3:23 p.m. I'm calling from Portugal and I'm very excited to be here. I am a mother. I used to be an attorney, but when I became a mother, I decided that I had to be happy. I just had to be my best version. So if I wasn't happy by being an attorney, I had to find a solution to stay at home with my baby and to feel the fulfillment of having a professional activity that bring me joy. So I'm very excited to be here with all of you ladies and just want to share with you my top 5 secrets in a moment.
Yes, we're going to get to it in a sec. We're going to quickly go through everybody. I love it. I'm so excited that you are here. I get so thrilled listening that we are here all across the globe. When we get halfway across the panel, I may have CJ, if you go and see if you've got people calling out, saying, you know, where everybody's watching. So if you're doing this right now, just if you're watching, just say, hey, I'm here watching from such and such, and we might call your name out. All right. Lucie! Yay! I'm so excited you're here with us, live on the panel. Whoop, unmute. We can't hear you, hon.
Ah, there you go. Nice to hear me.
Hello.
Hello, Dad. Yeah, I'm Lucie. I'm from UK. It's also 3:24 p.m. now here for me. I'm a mum of 3 boys. My babies are not babies anymore. They're all taller than me now. Everything from 5'10" to 6 foot something. And I got involved with online business about just over a year ago, I think, following years and years of the stereotypical corporate job, if you like, working behind a desk on the phones all day, being the breadwinner, and alongside that, I was also the only breadwinner for a long time. My son's just walked in, sorry, he's just distracted. Do you want to come and say hello quickly? Come on. Come and say hello quick. He's going to pop his head round now. Yeah, my point was that I spent so many hours in work and missed a lot of my kids growing up. And it suddenly dawned on me after a few personal experiences that hello, darling, this is my baby. This is my baby. Hi.
The most adorable baby.
No, he still sits on Mummy's lap, bless him, you darling. Yeah, it dawned on me after years of working that how much I'd missed with my kids, and I've got a grandson now.
Wow.
He's 2 in May, and when he arrived, I realised I had a second chance with him. So I got involved with this wonderful community, and ladies, I have to say, you have kept me going over the last few months. I've had a few personal issues going on. I have to say, honestly, without you lot, I don't think I'd still be smiling quite as broadly as I am now. So thank you all for that. I don't really know what else to say, to be honest, because I'm just on top of the world right now. I don't know what's going on at this end, but I'm just so full of ideas and so full of listening to you and seeing what you're doing, ladies, and all your work. I'm just really looking forward to hearing some tips and advice from you lot today, because you lot are astounding me recently with the things that I've seen. Been fantastic. I got to congratulate every single one of you. What I'm seeing is amazing. Really well done, guys. Well done. Brilliant stuff. I'm gonna pass it on. Pass it on.
Yeah, and Lucie says that, and then she always drops golden nuggets. So pay attention.
Most of which I probably picked up from one of you lot somewhere.
Just saying. All right. And Margaret, can you come out? Is it a good time for you? Elizabeth, there? Hey, hon. I can see you, but we can't hear you. You want to come? Do you want us to come back?
No, hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, yes.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm from my mom's laptop, so her name is Margaret. I'm Elizabeth.
Margaret, that's Elizabeth.
So yeah, I'm Elizabeth, and I'm calling from the UK. So it's 3:30 over here. I'm a mom of two, and I used to be a quality assurance engineer. And while I was on maternity leave with my daughter, I realized that I wanted to be at home with them, but at the same time, I wanted a career. So this opportunity fell on my lap, and yeah, I just went for it. I saw it as a really good way of, expressing myself, my passion, being with my kids, and at the same time having a career. So I joined, and I've been working on this since, and yeah, I'm very, very happy. I'm inspired every day by the people I meet, and everyone is awesome. I'm just very happy, really. So yeah, this is my brief introduction.
Love it, love it, love it. Welcome, and hi, Cutie Pie in the background there.
Yeah, hi. Say hello. Hello. Hello.
From around the world. You got aunties from around the world saying hi. All right. Well, I'm so excited that you're here with us. We're now coming on over. Oh my goodness, other side of the planet. Meital. Well, maybe unmute. Still can't hear you, hon. Let's see.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, maybe talk just a little bit louder.
Oh, okay.
I know it's late for you. I know it's really late for you.
I think it's the first time I'm speaking live.
Yes, your first time live. I'm so excited you're here.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm Meital. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I'm not on. Yeah, I'm not plugging in as much as I wanted to this, amazing group of yours. But yeah, because it's 2:30 a.m.
Yeah, it's
and
here with us. So
it's a bit hard, but I really want to. I think I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it because I think it's the second time I actually plugging to that, and the first time I was so inspired, and it lifts you up. So I need to remember that, and that's what will motivate me to get up at 2 o'clock, at night. Yeah. So I'm happy to be here.
yeah,
And,
how old your little one is.
Oh yeah, Adam is 3 years old. Yeah, I'm a single mom, and yeah, life's pretty good.
Yeah, beautiful. Always seeing your pictures of you posting. You're on the beach and you're doing all these amazing things. It's so cool. So always beautiful. The videos, it's like I know it's going to be by the ocean.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we live right on the beach, so it's awesome. I want to thank Lucie for answering questions all the time and very quickly. So thanks, Lucie. and of course, Val.
Yeah, we have this community where we're all here supporting each other. We're not on we're spanning the globe, but we are all supportive of each other. It's really kind of cool. 24/7.
It is amazing.
24/7. There's someone awake and there to support you, which is kind of cool. Really cool, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
And now I'm gonna go over to Naja. Naja, are you able to come out? We see your face. I know it's really late for you as well. I think you're in the same area as Meital. Naja, can you come out? Not sure if you can hear. If you're able to unmute. Naja is in the same area. I think it's the same thing. It's like 2:30 in the morning in Australia for Naja as well. So Naja, as soon as if you can unmute, just interrupt. Just interrupt us. If you can come back and then unmute, and then we'll have you on live. I'm going to go pass on over to Sheila.
Hello, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Well, I am Sheila, the one CJ just talked about, and I am a mom of 3. I have a 16-year-old daughter. My husband has a 13-year-old son, and we have a 9-year-old together who is so excited. He's going to be 10 in like a month. He's all excited for hitting double digits. And for me, I actually, when my daughter was only 2.5, I had been working out of the home, and I would wear an extra layer of clothing to pry her off to drop her off at a daycare. And that got to be a little too hard, so I did leave my day job and become a daycare provider so I could still be at home with my kids. And eventually that became a problem because my back gave out and I couldn't even hold the babies. And I thought, well, my kids are all in school now. I should be able to work outside the home again. It didn't take very long before I realized that didn't work either because my kids still just needed me at home and be available for them like I used to be. So now I found this amazing family of women and fellow entrepreneurs, and that's what I do now.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Tell me where you are in the world.
Oh, I'm in Minnesota in the US of A.
What time is it for you right now? Is it like 10:30?
It is 9:30 here, and we actually just had an amazingly beautiful day yesterday. It hit 60 degrees. So we were all on our bikes outside enjoying the fresh air.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And last on our panel, Tamara.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome. Woohoo. So I'm Tamara and I'm from Montana. So me and I believe it's Miss Carrie Lynn, we are in the same time zone. So yay! There's not many of us actually that live in this particular time zone. When I do hangouts and I say I'm in Mountain Time and they're like, where's that? Narnia. Anyway, so I started this working from home idea when I was working for my husband and not getting paid to work for him. And just, he's a chiropractor and I was managing his office, doing all the boring stuff. I hate math. There's no reason that I should ever be doing math like that ever again in my life. It's like the wrinkles up here, that's what that's from, is dealing with insurance companies and all that stuff. And then we had our son together, and we have 2 older children, each from a previous relationship, and you know, they were like 10 and 9 when we had our baby, and I was still continuing to work. I was lucky enough to have daycare in our town that was like one of my friends had 2 little boys of her own, so like she ran a daycare out of her house. So it wasn't like dropping him off at a big facility, but still, like just a couple years ago, I think he was about 3, and I was already very frustrated with my job and not wanting to have to work there anymore. I had been doing personal development at the suggestion of the management company that we used for my husband's clinic, and my husband doesn't do anything like that because he thinks he's perfect. So I was doing all this personal development, and I realized that this is not what I'm supposed to be doing with my life, for one thing. And for another, I went to drop off my son at daycare, and he was crying and saying, "Mommy, please don't go." And I was just like, oh. You know, I felt like I had to go because if I didn't, you know, my husband would get mad at me for not wanting to go to work today. But that whole day I was miserable, and I decided, you know what, this is not working for me. So I quit working for him. I ended up staying at home. We already had another employee, and she just basically took on all the work that I was doing. And she's doing great. So I just am so grateful for having this opportunity and having this particular community of women to talk to every week, and oftentimes in between there where we are giving each other some love on Facebook in the meantime. You know, you guys are so inspirational to me and so powerful in what you all are doing, and it just gives me courage to keep going even when things are less than perfect in my own business or in my own life. You guys are kind of the torch that's leading the way for me, so I really appreciate you all.
Appreciate you too. CJ, can you take a look and see if you've got anybody watching that shouted out in the chat of where they're calling in from or watching in from us right now live?
Yes, we have Susie. Susie is watching from the state of Idaho. Good morning, Susie. Welcome joining us. We love having you everywhere. And then we have Miguel. Just says hello, doesn't say where they're from. And then Sky is watching from Queensland, Australia. So good morning.
Love it. And those of you, even if you're watching us in the replay, you know, shout out, because we know we've got crazy time differences. We're literally spanning the globe, and so some of you are sleeping while we're doing this. So definitely, as you're watching in the replay, you know, comment, shout out right now as you're watching this. Just type it in, and there'll be, because there's always others watching. I mean, every time I go, and it's funny. It's like there's people on. We have literally people on all the time. So. You know, feel free to shout out and be part of the community, and as we go through this. So getting into our topic, you know, top secrets of, you know, 5 top secrets of running a heart-based online business. There's a lot of things that are out there. We are heart-based, and I'm just going to speak to what that is for me. Being heart-based. For one, I think, first of all, you can feel sort of the energy of what we have here. We have, you know, an amazing community of people literally all over the globe, and you know that we are all supportive of each other. You know, I'm going to even mention, you know, we have a chat, we have a community within our group that we chat and we stay connected to each other and we support each other in what we're doing. And you know, there was one person in our community, and you know, she said, I got to be out for a little bit, and you know, my grandma is passing. And I'm with her right now. That's, first of all, the fact that she'd be able to, just because she does what we do, to be able to drop everything and just be there with her grandma, and be there with her family while that's happening is just precious, I think. You know, to be able to have that. And she mentioned we have the community, and we were all like sending her love and everything. And so, you know, heart to you, much love, and heart to you, Courtney, for you with your family right now. And you know, as you're watching this, those will be watching this afterwards. And you know, for me, it's like, you know, realizing, and I'm going to give a shout out to Sarita. She's having internet issues right now. Couldn't make it on with us. Another, you know, powerful woman in our community actually co-founded this hangout with me. And we got such a full panel right now. She might not even be able to get on. We're totally packed to the gills here. But I know she was having internet issues. And you know, talking about this, and I talk about this as well, that we all have a unique gift to share. You know, each of us has a unique gift of who we really are. Right? That was my epiphany. For me, that was this massive epiphany that I had, was that I just could feel it, and I wasn't sharing it. I wasn't sharing my unique gift, which for me is about helping people to see their unique gift and realize how beautiful and wonderful they are and what's possible, and that our abundance is always here. And so I speak and I talk about love and light, and we talk about a lot of different things like that here in our hangout. It's a lot of what we do. In what we do is we're communicating from the heart in social media, on the internet, about things that we are passionate about and what that is close to our heart. And for me, you know, and a lot of it's a similar thing, is meditation, you know, realizing, staying connected to personal development, and staying connected to who you are and what you really are. And a lot of us here, we're going to be sharing some of our special tips, some of the things that we do in that process. I'm not going to lay it all out, because I know so many of you have some great things that you're going to share that we all do together. I'm just going to be talking about philosophically, for me, what this is. And it's a mindset. It's a heart set that what we do, we're coming from the heart, but we literally can share our hearts. We can share our hearts with what we do, and do it. I love and share our lives and what's important to us, and doing the things that we love to do. But a lot of it is really, you know, if you're watching this, by the way, and you're still watching us right now, that means that you know that you have a special gift, and that you know that there's something powerful for you to share, right? And even if we all talk about the same thing, I could talk about meditation, I could talk about law of attraction, I could talk about my unique gift and everybody's unique gift, and how to find what it is and how to really express it, and just be you, just be the authentic you of who you are. And the way I express it, right, is going to be different than the way Carrie Lynn or CJ or Irina or Lucie or Elizabeth or Meital or Sheila or Tamara or any of us here, or Sky, all of you watching. We all have a unique way of expressing ourselves, and there's a reason for that. It's because we are here all to share. I mean, I call it the divine inspiration of what we all are, and to inspire people into divine inspired action, right? Which is just coming from the best of who we really are, and that somebody might resonate with me, but someone might resonate with someone else here, and when we all support each other, in raising this and having, this is for me the bigger vision of speaking our heart and coming from the heart, speaking our heart, being heart-based amongst ourselves, which we are, for one, but coming from the heart and sharing our heart, right? And speaking all these wonderful ideas, that shifts literally the consciousness of the world. And when the consciousness of the world shifts, even other people that aren't into this, naturally it shifts. It naturally shifts. Okay. If we have time, I'm going to get into the concept of the 100th monkey experiment of all that, of when consciousness shifts and what that can do, right? But this is really about, and generationally, what that does, right? So, and the way we have it structured, we only have to do it part-time so that we have the time to live our lives, which allows us to be connected into our heart. So we've got a lot of us here. There are a lot of tips that they're going to get into. I just want to get into philosophically what it is. Carrie Lynn seems to jump out, so I'm going to come over to you, to CJ, and anybody, by the way, at any time in the panel here, if you guys have something to say about what anybody else has just said, just hop on out. And same thing on the panel. I mean, as you're watching down below, if you have a thought or a comment or something to share, an idea, anything, a book, an audio, whatever it is, share it, and we will be jumping out at certain points and acknowledging your contributions. Also on the replay as well. We will be going back, and commenting as well. So if you're watching this on the replay, feel like you're alive with us. Because time is really a construct. It's not connected to reality. We're spiritual beings in these bodies, and when you think about an experience, you can think about something that happened, yesterday, and it's like it already happened. You think about something happening tomorrow and be excited about it like it's here in the now. So it doesn't really matter. I'm going to pass it on over to CJ.
Hey! For me, it was more or less about the support. Being in corporate America for so many years, there was no support. You were told what to do, how to do it, and there was no being the person that each of us on this panel have, the qualities that we all share and that we can give to individuals. And the biggest thing is we're so told to live we're so told to be who we are and to live who we are, that we forget who we actually are, and we forget to be the person that we have within us, the heart, the soul, the compassion that's in each of us. It gets so bundled up and so locked up, and we hide because we don't know how to let go of that, because people don't allow us to. And once you let go of that and ignore what everyone else is saying and just be you, and just allow you as a person to go, the world all falls into place for you. And you're probably all wondering how I'm always hyper energetic and I come on this call and I'm like, ah! I listen to music. Right before I hopped on, I was on my YouTube channel listening to my playlist, my music list, and bebopping away with my headset as I'm doing my computer stuff before I hopped on the call. And when you have 3 boys that are nonstop all day long, the energy level kind of goes there too. But it's more or less just listening to audios, reprogramming yourself, doing what you love, listening to what you love, reading the books that you love to read. Ask the other individuals on the panel, ask your mentors, the chat group that we were speaking of. Once you become an all-in with the chat group, ask in the chat group any books that you recommend, or hey, I'm feeling this today, what should I read, or any audios that you recommend. We're always here, and it's more or less just the support, the reading, the listening, the ignoring the negativity, pushing it away, and just following what's here, following who you are, and let it go here and let it go here. And forget about what other people are telling you here. Only listen to what you feel you want to listen to. I don't acknowledge anything on Facebook that's negative. I scroll through the news posts. I don't even like them. I don't comment. I won't even give them a second look. I quickly scroll through it because I don't need that. My eyes don't need to see that. It doesn't need to be part of my life. I like to go to sleep at night listening to audios, and I find that if I'm happy and if I'm proud of who I am, then it's going to pass through me, and it's going to pass through to the individuals that's following me, that's joining the business, that's going through this freedom movement with us, that's part of all of these amazing women. I mean, these women right here are why we're here today. That this panel just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and like Val said, before you know it, it's going to become a first come first serve basis because so many women are joining us. I can remember the first time I was on this panel, there was only me, Val, and maybe one or two other women. And I mean, look at this, we have a full screen. I love that. It means that there's more mommies that are home with their babies and less daycares, and that we're here for.
We actually have a massive, massive, massive community. This is just the group that have gone on live with us. But yeah, it's really cool.
And it's just to know that we're bringing moms and children back together again and being family.
Yeah, it's cool.
And making memories and creating memories, because that moment only occurs once, and once the moments are gone, you can't get them back again. No matter how hard you try to recreate that moment, it's not going to be the same. And that's what everyone forgets. And they allow the world and social media and the internet cable companies to control our thoughts. And don't allow it. Be you. Be who you want to be. Be who you are.
Yeah.
Don't be who you're told to be.
Absolutely.
Love you, ladies.
Thank you, CJ.
And don't forget, add comments, reply back to anyone's speaking here. Please add in the comments what you feel, even in the replay. Add in your comments. We'll come back and we'll reply to you throughout the week as well. So, or 2 weeks, actually. This is up for 2 weeks. I forgot. We're every other week now.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as this is over, I'll be changing up the date on it. You'll know what our date is in 2 weeks. And I'm going to pass it on over to Carrie Lynn. So for you, what does this mean? You know, what are your secrets for having a heart-based business? What is some of your...
Sorry, I had to leave for a few minutes and get somebody off to school. I think what drives me and leads me is my intuition. I will start searching for something or realizing I need to solve an issue, and I just start taking action and following my intuition, which I know is how I stumbled upon this amazing group of ladies. And just believing that those things will be answered for me and that there will be solutions provided. Also patience. Sometimes we're to go through the process and learn something through the process, so that we need to not have an instantaneous answer each time. Excuse me. And then just being real diligent and following through. And probably tapping into the right systems and mentors is key also. We can't do things on our own. We must have others to teach us the way, lead us the way. We link arms and we go forward. And I too just believe wholeheartedly that as moms, we need to be strong and we need to know who we are. And pardon me, because our children, we are our children's first experience with this world. And if we can be connected to our heart, then we can lead them that way. And I've not always been connected to my heart. My oldest, I know I kind of spilled out there, I've got 10 children. The oldest is 29, and and the youngest is 4. So over a 25-year span, I've had my children. And my oldest had leukemia when he was little. And yes, my intuition told me there was something wrong, but I was about ready to deliver my second child. So it was a really difficult time to have a child have to go through chemotherapy when I had a newborn, where I wanted to be holding and cuddling and taking care of, and I was a basket case because I didn't know if I got to keep my oldest boy, my firstborn. And he's alive and well now, feisty, still single, playing the field, loving life. So I've got 7 boys and 3 girls. My 3 girls are married. My second son just got married last Monday, leap day, and the reception was Saturday. So we've had a lot of wedding mode going on, and whew, made it. But a lot of it is just, being where I'm supposed to be, which is with my children, home, or listening to my intuition. Where am I to be? What am I to be doing? And a lot of it is because I know where I want to end up, what I want my outcome to be. So I think women are just multifaceted. We're diamonds already. We have all of these facets and all of these. We wear all of these hats all of the time, and it's a great balancing act. But when we are patient with ourselves and we are in tune with our intuition, and we know what our outcomes we know what we want our outcomes to look like, we will be led that way to get there if we're just listening and we find the right mentors and the right systems to tap into that match our value system. So I'm just really, really excited to be here and to be associating with all of you ladies.
And we are blessed to have you here.
We love you, Carrie. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. It's like, and I love it. So excited that you're here with us. I've been seeing this for a while, and now here you are. It's great.
Yes, me too. I think we've been seeing it. That's where the patience came in. I tell you, I needed patience.
But you're here.
You think that I'd have lots of patience because I've got them all, but sometimes I needed patience with me too, not just with the kids and with life, but I needed to know that, okay, I'm deserving to have these things that I want and to be on this panel, and the timing just needed to happen. The right timing.
Yes.
So.
Welcome. And I'm going to over now to Irina.
Really quick, Val, I just wanted to shout out, Susie wanted me to, she's so cute. I love Susie. She's absolutely adorable. She goes, I'm a grannypreneur, and I totally forgot that, yes, grandmas are going to be able to start staying home with their grandchildren and raising their grandchildren. So, Susie, thank you so much for reminding us about the grannypreneurs. I love it. That's awesome, girl. Love it.
Love it. Yes.
Yes, I just feel so grateful to be here with all of you, because I just feel so much energy from all of you and from this Grammy that send us love now. And for me, I think that my top 5 secrets for being a mompreneur is really my first one is to have a strong why, a why that makes you cry. So when I became a mother, I truly realized that I had to become my best version, because I have the responsibility of raising a child. So for me, that is massive for me. So I realized that I had to put up good thoughts and good positive feelings in me, so that I can transmit that to my boy, to my son, and to my family. So when things are not as well as I wanted to, because we have challenges, that's what entrepreneurs have, is to smash challenges. That's what we do. That's what I've learned to do here with this community. When I have those moments, I think, why did I become an online mother? Why did I started to my online business? And then I remember the first time when I got in this project, and I wanted really bad to be my best version and to inspire other people and to have time for me and freedom and to do whatever I want to. So this last weekend, we went to the mountains here in Portugal because it was my husband's birthday. So I had the possibility to go to a super cool hotel on the mountains with my family and to spend quality time with them. So I'm very blessed to have my online business. So when I was on the mountains, I had my automatic thing going on, so it wasn't no problem. So my second top secret, I wrote them, so I won't forget, because English is not my first language. I wrote them, just I won't forget of them. My second one is to take care of myself, to have good food, healthy food, to do meditation, to have patience with myself, like Carrie was telling Caroline. So I have to have patience with myself, to love myself, so I can love others, so I can love better my son and my husband. My third one is to decide and then take action. When I decide to do something, maybe today it seems to me impossible, but I decided, I took a decision, so I go and take action, massive action. When I believe in something, I take massive action. The fourth one is to connect with myself and with this beautiful community. So it's very important to you to stay connected with us, to stay connected with the group that we have, the All-In group, and to stay connected with all these amazing women and with your mentors, because that is the way that you are going to find to really have an extraordinary life, to live a different life. Because on the news you only have bad influences and bad news, and if you stay aside of that, you will stay focused on your goal and you will do it. My fifth one is discipline and focus. You have to have focus on your goals, focus on what you want to achieve, and to believe in yourself. It's so important for you to have belief in yourself. And some of us, and I speak for myself, I lost on the way of being a child to an adult. I lost some belief in myself because I wasn't happy by being an attorney. I didn't have the courage to say, oh no, I'm leaving this career. So the universe doesn't sleep, and I got fired. I got fired on October 2012 when I was pregnant, when I found out that I was pregnant. So then I had to take action, massive action, to have the life that I wanted. So those are my top 5 secrets. I hope that this will help you, and put on the comments if you're seeing this on the replay or live, if you really appreciate it.
Oh, love it. Thank you. And Irina, for being organized with 5 points. I'm like random. It's so funny because being an ex-attorney as well, I was just like, we said 5 points, and then I just kind of randomly flowed them out, and you're still organized.
Yes, Valerie, but because English is not my first language, I on thinking how I can transmit this to you, I didn't want to forget any of those, so that's why.
Yeah, if you didn't catch it all, rewind, catch it in the replay, rewind, and take notes. All right. I'm going to pass it on over to Lucie. I love your big mum poster in the back there.
That's my Mother's Day card.
Oh, my goodness. I love it. Beautiful.
You know what? I'm going to read what they wrote in it. Hang on. They wrote, "The card still isn't big enough to show you how much we love you." Oh, how lovely. I can't stand it up now. Stay there. Right then, ladies. Okay. All right. Got 5 points. I had to write them down as well because my memory's terrible. 5 points for me. The one I tried to remember the most foremost, I think, is to be yourself. Be authentic. Don't try to copy somebody else. Don't model on your mentors, but don't copy. It's not authentic. People see right through it. They really, really do. You've got to be yourself. And I used to think, when I was doing the corporate thing, I felt that I had something to prove as a parent. Due to mistakes I'd made in the past, I didn't feel like I was a very good parent at the time. And I did the office work and to be the perfect mum, but it wasn't authentic and it wasn't me. And it didn't get me very far. Well, now as a grandma, none of us are perfect as parents, but we all make mistakes. But as a grandma, I feel like I've got a second chance to be myself and be authentic. And that is the most important thing to me when you're doing an online business, is to be yourself, because people will see straight through you if you're pretending to be something you're not. Simple as that. And ladies, share your vulnerabilities. Not before you shared your triumphs, mind. Make sure you share your triumphs and everything you've overcome first. But be vulnerable. None of us are perfect. None of us can do it on our own. We all have our weaknesses and our vulnerabilities. And this is why this community is so important and so good. Because each and every one of us has something to offer everyone else. And each and every one of us has a weakness that we need a bit of help with. So don't be proud to ask. Don't be too proud to ask. Don't be too proud to admit where you're struggling. Because there's always somebody there that will be there to help you. Always. Every single time. Number 3, we've just done number 1 and 2. Number 3 for me is covering the same thing. Provide solutions. We have all got solutions to somebody else's problems coming from our life experience. Every single one of you ladies has been through something that someone else out there is going through. And you have so much value to offer. So much to offer. You've got the answers. You've got the answers there. Somebody is asking. Offer it. Offer it. Don't hide your experiences. Offer the solutions. Because that's what everybody's looking for. Nobody cares about the money. Nobody cares about... They just don't care about the money. It's what this kind of business and community can bring is what people care about. And we're not here for the money. We're here to help everyone else to have the life that they dream of, to have the freedom they deserve as a birthright. So offer your genuine selves. Because I tell you something now, that goes a lot further than trying to be somebody that you think you may look up to, but you think you need to be. It doesn't work. I've tried it. Trust me, I've tried it. Number 4, I'm going to say this, you can tell me off if you want, Val, but no bullshit. No BS. Be honest. Be honest. There is nothing I hate more, and I'm not talking about our community so much, because we're pretty genuine. The spammers. There's nothing I hate more than seeing people saying, I've earned this much, and I've earned that much, and I made that much, and they haven't. Be honest, ladies. Be honest. Because again, people are not stupid. People are not stupid. I've watched, I can't mention other companies' names because we're not allowed, but I've watched other marketers posting things up on their Facebook and their Twitter, and it's not consistent. Not congruent with what they're doing. You've got to be honest. Please don't lie. Don't lie. Don't do that, because it gives everyone else a bad name, gives you a bad name, and that is not what we're about, is it? That is not what we're about at all. So there, that's that bit for me. And the last one, if you've learned something, and I've learned a few things lately, please share it. Don't keep it to yourself. It doesn't matter what it might be. It might be a personal, a meditation technique. It could be a book, as Val says, a good book. It might be a business tool. Share it. Share it, because that is why we're here. We're not here to do it on our own. We're here to do it together. Share what you together. There's a little line here. I'm going to say this because I love this. This is a quote from Kevin Spacey, and it's just basically an adaptation of something that possibly everybody said. It is the responsibility of anyone who breaks through a certain ceiling to send the elevator back down and to give us a helpful lift. That's how you succeed, ladies. Unity. Thanks.
Love it. Love it. For clarity about a little bit about what Lucie was just saying in terms of our vulnerabilities, we recommend that you talk about them after you've gone through the outside. But in our community, on the inside, not publicly, we are connected. We're not recommending that you speak about struggles that you're going through online and social media. But what's wonderful is in our community, privately, we have the ability that we can be open with each other and share and be supportive and lift each other up as we're going through things, right? And then once you've gone through them on the other side, you share it and you say, I had this is what happened, and here I am on the other side, and this is what I did, right?
In your marketing, when you're marketing, the last thing you want is for somebody to be looking at you and thinking, oh my God, they're too high up for me. I'm not getting in touch. I'm not getting in touch. You want them to know that you're human, you're on the same level as them.
Yep.
You know, you don't want to be. People are scared. People are scared. They want to know that you understand them and that you're just like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't put yourself on any pedestals.
And
that's
that,
not.
Yeah. So share if you've struggled through something and come through the other side. But people need to hear it. We all, you know, and then on the inside with us, if you're in the middle of something, we're here to pull you through the other side. Massive support. All right. Thank you, Lucie. Everybody, again, you might want to go back and take notes. Elizabeth, can you come out ahead? Yes.
Can you hear me, all of you?
I can hear you. Now we can hear you. Yes, perfect.
Yes. Okay. So for me, I have my 5 points. A very strong one will be a vision. So having a vision, knowing your why, knowing where you're going, and but it's easy to just say having a vision. For me, what worked personally was actually writing it down, recording it on my phone, and listening to it every day. So
sorry, I'm going to mute myself out 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, there we go. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Because with the stuff that happens on a day-to-day level, then you tend to forget about it, and then a lot of negativity kicks in, and you don't remember it. But if you do like that, your subconscious mind always remembers your vision, and you work towards that. And then the second thing that is really strong for me is staying connected to the community of people that do exactly what I'm doing. So on a daily basis, because the outside world is really strong, the negativity, but staying connected in a community of people that do exactly what you do, they know your struggles, they know what you're going through, so it just helps. And then on top of that, you're inspired every day by them as well. And then the third thing is feeding your brain with positive stuff. So no TV, no radio, but just, listen to interesting things on podcast and meditation and, and all things that are quite similar like this. And then the fourth for me was being consistent, which is working every single day on my online business, not seeing it as a hobby, but like working on it every single day, even when I'm tired or or if I think something is not working, but just working on it, because then you always get feedback on what is working and what is not, and then you can tweak things and you can test things. So I think that definitely is a must. And then the last thing will be just connecting with people daily, because even though it's online, then you're in your house and you're doing it. If you keep yourself to yourself, then it can be lonely. But if you connect with people daily, then it is just much better. So I think these are the 5 things that I will briefly list of the things that help me, at least in my business, and I hope it helps someone else as well. So that's it from my side.
I'm muting myself. Thank you, Elizabeth. Can you guys hear me now? I just realized I was...
Yes, you're good, Val.
Thank you so much. Beautiful. I'm going to go over to Meital, all the way over in Australia. Meital, are you still there, hun? Hey, there she is.
I'm here. We have a visitor. Adam just woke up. He never wakes up, but he kind of knew, I guess, that I'm awake.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Kitty Pie.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, hon. Hi.
Hi.
Baby, big boy, baby.
He's up with mommy.
Okay.
And you can, which is a cool thing. You get to sleep in after this.
So I didn't have any points, but now I have 15, which is good. Well, I can relate to what, but and I took something that I felt I need to do, because I don't know how to. I'm gonna take it off. Okay, just get that. Because I always been, working on myself. Yeah. On what I'm giving, and that's. Yeah, I was. Okay. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway, so lately I joined a revolution. It's called the Heartfelt Revolution, and it's basically helped me to connect to people, on a daily basis, and I love it because I can be myself. I had some negative comments from a close friend about posting all this beautiful stuff and making all these beautiful videos that I think they're beautiful, like that I made.
Yeah.
And she said, I'm like,
sorry, hang on one second.
She said, like one of the friends said, "Oh, I'm not connected to this. You don't have to share your thoughts and you don't have to share your feelings." And I was like, no, you do need. If you have something good to give to the world, you do have to share it, because there's so much negativity out there, and it's. So for me, it was to join the Heartfelt Revolution was all about that, sharing the love, sharing the positivity, because we don't have a lot out there of that, So that's what I'm trying to do now. Leverage that.
I love it, Meital, and you really do. What you share is so beautiful, and it's interesting. Sometimes for people, it's because you're stepping out of the box and you're being yourself and you're sharing your heart. But for some folks, they look at it and it's a reminder maybe to them of what they are not living, right? So it can become uncomfortable for some because it's raising up a mirror to them that they're not being authentic in their own lives and that they're not living their heart or living their dream. But that doesn't mean we silence ourselves, We need to speak up and be. And I love what you do. I absolutely adore. I was so excited when you pop up in my news feed. I'm like, let's see what she's got today. Beautiful. CJ, can you check to see if you've got any more comments? We're just really good at it. Staying on. I lose my place on the page, so.
No, we do not have any other comments. Tamara did post on there the news feed blocker, but she's going to talk more about that as to what that was for. So that is posted there for our viewers and our followers to look at. And once you hear what she has to say, then they'll understand what the post is about.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right, we're going to be coming across in a second. And if you're watching the replay, feel free to also comment as well. Sheila!
Hello. For me, I guess you just listen to the rest of these amazing moms here. Their inspiration is so valuable. I think a lot of us moms kind of start to forget who we are because we start taking care of our kids constantly. That is our priority, as it should be. But you also have to remember who you are and what you want, because if you get lost completely in your kids and you're just living through them, they will see that and they will start learning to not live for themselves. You have to show them how to live with your own passion and live with your own freedoms and go after your own dreams, because we tell them at a very young age, you can do whatever you want as long as you have the willpower and you go for it, do it. And as they start getting older, you'll hear people starting to tell them to think more rationally, think about safety. How are you going to pay for that? How are you going to do this? Instead of keeping their spirit alive, they're knocked down by people everywhere you go. And I just think it's so important, especially as a mom, that we keep our vision of what we want for our kids as long as we're still showing them what's best for ourselves, because it's just one of those things. And yes, looking at these panel of women is so absolutely amazing, and anytime we have a question or a problem, we come together. As CJ said, I drove down to Florida to help her out. She reached out. It just was we just reached out to each other one day and happened to connect, and I took my daughter with me so that she could explore Florida and we could have some quality time together as well, and she got to play with some tigers. And CJ's boys, man, they love my daughter. It's just a new experience and something to share, and I got to let her see how I am caring and who I really am by being there for CJ. And I just think it's just so important for us as moms to not forget who we are on the inside, because our kids are watching that, and if we don't show them who we are, they're going to only learn what they see.
I love that, Sheila, and what you did for CJ, I mean, it's just so beautiful, you know, and the fact that you have the freedom to do that.
Yes, absolutely.
You had a friend in need that was having surgery that needed some assistance, you know, and you were able to be there.
Yep, and I still got to work while I was down there because I got things all set up.
From a boss, you didn't have to, you know, you were just able to make the decision and go and bring your daughter with you to experience that and to have that, you know, to be there, you know.
Yes.
It's just, it's precious. It's absolutely precious, you know, to have that freedom to be able to do that and literally, truly live your heart and your business. It's all together, all in one. It's just beautiful.
And it's mobile. It goes anywhere. And just
Mm-hmm.
I'll let everyone know if you're new and you haven't been watching them for the past month. I had a complete total hysterectomy. So for the first 5 days of my surgery, I was flat out on my back. So Sheila was able to take care of my children for me. But just to have that freedom and the mobility to help when people need it was a blessing for me. And I'm going to be honest, when I came out of anesthesia and looked up and saw Sheila standing there with her big old grin with my cell phone in hand ready to give it to me so I can get right back online. It was just, I wouldn't have wanted anybody else there with me. And Frances was in the hospital as well, her daughter, and her daughter was very, very creative and very curious and asking a ton of questions, and I loved it. Like, every time someone would do something to me, what's that? Why are they doing that? How do you feel? What does that make you feel like? So, just to have that around and to have that love and that support.
I love it.
It can never be replaced.
It's just priceless. To have this community, it's priceless.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sheila.
I love you, babe.
Me too.
Yes. There's my heart's like, okay, we got on over to Tamara.
Woohoo! Okay. Tearing up too. You guys are so cool. So I was thinking about my 5 points, and I'm going to start with the most important one, I think, because without it you can't really do anything else. And it's to be able to love yourself. And it doesn't just apply to business. It's for anything that you want to do in your life. If you don't love yourself to know that you're worthy of receiving the things that you want, or the love that you want, or the relationship that you want, or the business that you want, or the abundance that you want, you're not going to get it. You might get a little bit of it, but it'll go away. The only way to keep those things in a positive flow into your life is to love yourself. And I do a mirror exercise every single day. I look into my own eyes, and I say this 10 times, just like push-ups. And I say, I love you, Tamara. I love you unconditionally, and I know sometimes you don't think you deserve what you want, but you do, and you're going to get it. Every single day. So just try that. It's awesome. And I went on a kind of a girl date with my daughter the other day. She was talking about, she was frustrated with some things that were going on in her school. She's in high school, she's a freshman. And just saying, you know, boys say terrible things about girls in my school, and, you know, I'm just frustrated that this whole culture is like this. And I said, well, sweetheart, what are you doing to make it different? And I mean, I know she has some self-esteem stuff too that we work on together. And I said, well, you know, take control. Just the next time you hear talk going on in your classroom and the teacher's not doing anything, because I don't know why, stand up and say, you know what, that really hurts. I would never say anything like that about you. Please stop. And see what changes. See because if nobody does anything, then it's never going to stop. So I gave her that power, and I gave her the example that it's okay to say that. If you get taken to the office, call me. Mama will be there in 2 seconds to defend you. And she said, you know, you've changed so much, Mom. You didn't used to be like this. You used to be cranky and angry all the time and frustrated. And I said, I know. But I started to love myself. And now that I love myself, I can do what I want to do. I can do what's right. I can say what I want if I feel that's the right thing to say. And I am not afraid. So I gave her the exercise to do in the mirror as well. The other thing that you need to do is love other people, which you will have a hard time doing if you don't love yourself first. But loving other people unconditionally, having no judgment against anyone. I know it's hard for some of us living in the U.S. with a political campaign going on right now, but if you can look at what people are doing and understand that they are all coming from a different place. They're all coming from some different experience that they had in their life. And you just have to be able to love them and forgive them. And the more you can do that, the happier you will be, the more successful you will be, and the more you will be able to attract people to you that are going to need that from you. They're going to need your forgiveness, and they're going to reward you with that reciprocated love. And it's a really powerful thing. What was the other one? Gratitude. If you can't be grateful for the things that you have in your life already, then you can't expect to receive better things that you want. You have to be grateful for what you have. You have to come from a point of gratitude for things you don't have yet and anticipate them with the excitement of a child the day before Christmas. And it's like, I can't help it, I get goosebumps thinking about this stuff. Coming from a point of excitement and gratitude, saying, my goodness, I am so grateful to live in this house. I'm so grateful to have a home where I can spend my time with my children. And just watch how the things change around you. Watch how things come into your life that you have been thinking about, that you've kind of wanted. And not just things. It can be people, it can be feelings, it can be relationships. Putting that out into the universe from a point of gratitude and
Is Tamara frozen for all of you a little bit?
Yes, she's frozen for me.
Yeah. I love her frozen on the moment of gratitude. I think that's beautiful.
It was
Yeah.
priceless.
Tamara frozen on gratitude. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love everything.
The universe has delivered.
The universe delivered. Yeah, Tamara, when you come back on out, well, she'll come back in. She's frozen in. Anissa, I want to pull out. Anissa just joined us. So Anissa, you can come out and quickly say hi a little bit, talk about what brought you to our wonderful freedom movement, and also would be some of your tips on having a heart-based online biz. I'm going to pull you out real fast. She was able to finally come into it.
Greetings, sisters. I miss you. I haven't seen you in all.
Oh, now Anissa's frozen. Frozen to you guys too?
This amazing tribe. I feel like I'm home. This is the family I've been attracting all my life, because, you know, the people that you're born to are not necessarily who you come through them, but not of them. I think Reverend Mike said that. So one of the main reasons I attracted to this business was essentially so that I could be a parent full-time, you know, and work part-time. I am always going to work. I mean, it is what it is. I live for the thrill and the challenge, and that's one thing I encourage my son all the time to say, I'm up for the challenge, you know, instead of I can't, oh, this is too hard. He's going to a Mandarin immersion school, and we've been going through it. He didn't want to go to school the past 2 weeks. Long story short, I had him watch Reverend Mike on the way to school this morning. And it was awesome. And I did my own meditation with Reverend Mike before I got him up and out the bed. And it just, everything flowed so much more. It was like, he says, liquid sunshine. As Reverend Mike would say, you've got to get your daily dose of liquid sunshine. So I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, but I love you all.
Love it, Anissa. She's referring to Michael Bernard Beckwith. If anybody's wondering, she says Michael. It's just Michael Bernard Beckwith. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Val and I met. We're agape.
Yeah, exactly.
We're agape
we met at
sisters.
agape. Yeah, we met by agape.
And you know, it is what it is. This is it. There's no other, you know, route, no other train, smoking. You know, I've been on many money trains, and I've crashed and burned a couple. But you know, you got to plant your flag, and you've got to know that if you don't know, now you do know that this is it. This is it. There is no other tribe that is worthy of the regal brilliance that we're all bringing to the table here.
Right.
You know, I mean, here we are, you know, creating spiritual beings of tomorrow. There's no more important job, no more important work than woman's work. And I'm so grateful to share with you all, and to just encourage you to stay plugged into your liquid sunshine, whatever gets you back to bliss. Stay plugged in. That's going to get you through the tough times.
Love it. Absolutely, Anissa. You're very, very, very powerful. And Tamara has now come back. We have like the internet. We had a pattern interrupt, and now we are back.
Yeah, just like I said, hey, it's okay to take a break. The internet was like, awesome. I'm on it. So yeah, it's a mountain thing. But I was just saying that it's okay to take a little bit of a break. Just don't ever give up. Don't ever completely tap out, because as you could see, what happens is that it's just darkness. Tapping out completely, quitting on your dreams, quitting on what makes you you, and what makes your heart start beating faster. It's a blackout. You've got to keep going. Take a rest. You know, get up, do an energy reset. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but women have an intention point. If you take your left finger and you put it on, it's like right to the right of your heart, and you press it, and it feels tender to the touch, and you'll feel a point coming out on your right shoulder blade. That's your intention point. You do that, and you breathe in, a few times, and it's like a reset button for your energy. It's awesome. I do this a few times a day. And then for the newsfeed blocker, it's this thing that I heard about on a Hangout not too long ago, like maybe a year ago. And I just put it on my browser, so when I have Facebook open and I'm doing my work, or if I'm going around commenting and helping other people out on Facebook, I'm not seeing the negative stuff on the newsfeed at all. It just blocks the newsfeed completely. So the only people that I engage with on there are people that I actually want to be talking to, because they lift me up and they're positive and they have awesome things going on in their life. So it's pretty easy. There isn't like a one cure-all thing for that. You can just Google Facebook newsfeed blocker and you'll be able to find that. So yes, I will. I will. Taking your index finger, putting it on just to the right of your heart, and you just have to press a little bit, use some pressure, until you can find that it feels tender to the touch, usually. And then you'll feel another point coming out of your right shoulder blade, and that's your intention point. And you press on that and breathe in a few times, and just kind of focus on your breath, and it resets your energy. So if you got subconscious stuff going on in the background or whatever, that's kind of acting as a block or a wall to you taking action or asking the universe for something, then that'll just reset it. And it works amazingly well. Amazingly well. And you'd be surprised how quickly you get an answer from the universe when you ask a question. Mine was later that night. So it was really pretty powerful stuff. Yeah.
I love that. Ask the universe. Ask the universe the answers.
Yeah, it's decent. You just take your finger and it's just like right. Mine's right there. And you'll be able to feel it. You'll know when you hit it. You're like, oh, hold on. There's something coming out of the back of my shoulder blade. That's cool.
Sister.
Yeah.
Can you show me that point again? I missed that. I lost the screen somehow.
Oh, yeah. So your left finger and just to the upper right of your heart. So your heart is in the left.
Yeah. I learned that when I did my teacher training in Costa Rica for yoga. I was like, oh my God, yes, that's the heart chakra. You know, it empowers the memory as well. If you can't remember something, you just pat on your heart. Of course. Namaste. Thank you, sister.
You're so welcome. I mean, when you think about it, your heart is really... I'm glad that this was the topic for today, about how to lead a heart-based business, because your heart is the center for everything. I mean, you can be brain dead and still be alive. Your heart needs it's electricity. They use electricity to bring you back to life. It's energy, and it's all from here. So I love it. Thank you so much, Valerie.
Yeah, well, thank you, Tamara. And I'm and we'll just go quickly across. Have each of us maybe share, a book that they love, or a source of meditation or audio or something. I mean, I know we have in our community, we have these incredible audios that is a part of what we have that we all listen to, and there's always additional stuff as well that I listen to as well. And I just want to thank everybody. So we're doing a little bit of a longer hangout, but it's an important topic, and to just say that coming from the heart, it's I think I can't remember which one of you had said this. You all said it, I think, to a certain degree, every single one of you. But this idea of really, when you see people, when you're looking into, I think it was Sheila, actually. I don't remember. It's all so much brilliance and wisdom coming up. When we're thinking about people in the world and everything that you're doing, it's maybe it was you, Tamara, you were talking about politics. No matter, because there's always something, just seeing the world and seeing everybody and looking for the truth, the absolute truth, which is actually the beauty the inherent beauty within all of us, because we're all connected, we are all one. And that inherently we all are incredible beings of light and love and heart. We all are heart. We are love. And when we can decide to live from that love from our own hearts, live that from inside, allow yourself, whatever technique, we've got so many different techniques, you can, going with gratitude and staying, in community and listening to audio and reading books and, with us actually, honestly, being a part of this, having this online business where my job every day is to enjoy my life, share it with others, and speak heart and love, speak the things that matter to me, right? That process of that literally lifts your vibration as well. And to feel into who you really are and allow yourself to believe that's who you really are. Like, one thing I'm going to say, I know doing that exercise, I remember because I came from a very dark place in my life for many, many, many years. And if someone were to tell me to go and look in the mirror and tell myself that I love myself, immediately what would pop up is a lot of the exact opposite of that. Thoughts about what could be possibly inherently wrong. I just want to tell everybody, no matter what thoughts you might have crossed your mind, no matter what thoughts may have been told to you in your childhood, or you've heard, or from other, whatever happened in your life, or thoughts you've carried with yourself and allowed to go over and over and over for many, many, many years. Nobody is broken. There are no broken. There's no mistakes. No one is a mistake. No one is inherently broken. There's nothing inherently wrong with anybody. There's nothing inherently wrong with you. You're watching this. Okay. I'm speaking. My heart is telling me to speak this right now, so I am. Okay. No matter what thoughts have ever crossed, you are amazing. You are wonderful. You are brilliant. You are kind. You are compassionate. You are resourceful. You are powerful beyond measure. And no matter how much incredible things you've already done in this world, you have just begun, and there's so much more. There is so much more. And we all believe in you. Okay? We all believe in you. And when those thoughts cross, because they will, you can just let them float on by. Don't get upset at yourself by the fact that you have a thought that comes up as you're attempting to maybe do this exercise or any of these things that we talk about, and the thought comes and crosses. It says the exact opposite of that. You know what? The thoughts are out there from radio waves, thoughts that are just out there. They're not connected to reality. They come from the delusion of separateness, because we can't see with our physical eyes. We can't see the connection of who we are. We can't see the energy fields that are all around us. We can't see it. Even though we might feel the energy of someone that's positive or negative in a room, most people are not consciously aware of it. You can just decide to just let those thoughts float on by. Let them just float on by and get back connected in. For me, and Anissa, one of the things we suggested, I connect in with, if you want a really good source for meditation, if you go to agapelive.com, you can get free meditation, guided meditation. There's replays in the archives. There's a lot of other sources. That's one of mine for meditation. We have our Inner Circle audios in our community. If you want to know how to access that, click the button below. We play them all the time. One specific audio I love is wording it. Speak life into existence. I think something like that is the word of it. And you guys know which one I'm talking about, right? You can mention it. And connect with us, and we can tell you how to access that. I'm going to ask everybody here on the panel to just speak maybe what one of their favorite books are. We're going to put it in the chat as well. If you're watching this, share what's your favorite audio, what's your favorite book, what's a source of maybe meditation or a gratitude exercise or something that you work with that helps you to stay grounded so that you can be in that inspired space and share, from the heart what you do. If you're a part of our community, and if you want to be a part of our community. By the way, if you're still watching this by now, that means you know that this is something that you're connected with. Just click on the button below. I'm gonna raise. Right now the date is Monday, March 7th, 2016. You might be watching this on somebody's blog somewhere at another time. As of now, right now, and it's probably about the same. If you click on that button, you'll be able to connect with us, see exactly what we're all about, and it's actually only $7 to just connecting with us on the inside. And we'll, give you a little bit of a tour of what's going on, and you can get started in learning what our community is all about and how to do what we do. And there's no risk, whatever. You can always, you decide it's not for you, that's great, or decide it is for you, and we are here to support you. So just go ahead, click the button, and we'll see you on the other side. I'm going to pass it on over to everybody here one by one, just to mention what your either a book or an audio, or one book or audio, and then we're going to be posting it in our comments below as well, and so that we have a good resource here for everybody as well. Anissa, do you have a mention of a book that you would love to share? She can hear me. She might not. She might be busy. I'm going to go on over to Carrie Lynn. I think she might be one of the kids. CJ.
Yes, I love anything to do with Louise Hay. She does meditation. She does affirmations. She's got a couple of podcasts. I absolutely love and resonate with Louise Hay completely. When I was going through a very tough time in my life, she pulled me through it. The loving mirror exercise that Tamara was speaking about is one of Louise Hay exercises. It's one of the things that she discusses in one of her books that she has published. But yes, any woman out there, I strongly recommend Louise Hay. She is very much for women. She touches every part of a woman. She helps you become who you are. She gives you the strength, and she reminds you of who you're supposed to be and how important women are to the society. And I cannot live without her. She is my daily life. I listen to her in the shower. I listen to her before I go to sleep at night. So yes, she's my support. I love Louise Hay. And then also the Inner Circle, Creating a Vision. It's a 2-part series within the Inner Circle that I love listening to. I listen to that just about every single day of my life, the Creating Vision. And then audiobooks, just random, because I have kids, so it's hard for me to sit down and read. But I always have my cell phone on me with a headset, and I'm always listening to something, whether it's an audiobook or an audio or some inspiration, motivational YouTube video. There's always something playing within my earbuds.
Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to go on over to Irina. What is sharing a couple of your faves?
Yes, definitely. Our Inner Circle audios are all great. I strongly recommend you to listen to them. I just love speaking the world into existence, and I love to do the Queen's speech that we made, Valerie, that you made also in Miami. It was great. It was great on our super private mastermind in Miami. And I love Wayne Dyer. I'm in love with his books and with this message. I think I connect with him, and I truly advise also to listen and to read some of his things.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lucie.
I completely agree with Irina. Yeah, Wayne Dyer is phenomenal. Absolutely, his books are incredible. And as you all probably know, I love Eckhart Tolle as well. He is just the most way out individual, but the wisdom that comes from him is fantastic. But recently, I'm getting to know a bit more of Ram Dass, author of a book which is similar to Eckhart Tolle. Be Here Now. That's it. That's my next one. I haven't read it yet. That's on my list. And actually, I wanted to read something to you very, very quickly. It's going back to what Tamara said about loving people unconditionally. This was written by Ram Dass, and this is just an example of how good he is. Now listen to this. When you go out into the woods and you look at trees, you see all these different trees. Some of them are bent, and some of them are straight, and some of them are evergreens. Some of them are whatever. And you look at the tree, and you just allow it. You see why it is the way it is. You sort of understand that it didn't get enough light, so it turned that way. And you don't get all emotional about it. You just allow it. You appreciate the tree. The minute you get near humans, you lose all that. And you're constantly saying you're to this or I'm to that. That judging mind comes in. And so I practice turning people into trees, which means appreciating them just the way they are. Ram Dass. It's amazing. He's amazing. Phenomenal. Be There Now. That's my next book to read.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Meital, what would you?
Oh, really quick, Val.
Yep.
Ladies, if you could please just head over to our page and put in the information that you're sharing with us, just in case there's may be some blurps or some hiccups within the audios and internet connections for our viewers. If you could just please put in the comments the people that you find powerful, strong, books, authors, anything, please, if we could share that in the comments, ladies, I'd appreciate that.
Speaking of which, Tamara had to hop off, and so she said she had to dash, and she said she's going to post her book on the page. I'm just going to verbally say it up for you, Tamara. And it is Ask and It Is Given by, Abraham Hicks. Ask and It Is Given. And by the way, that one actually you can go into YouTube as well, and there's an audio. You can catch the audio of that. And literally 8 hours of Jerry Hicks reading it. And one of those wonderful things that you can literally listen to as you're sleeping and have it go into your subconscious. So that's another one. Audiobooks for some of you as well. Reading them within the audio version of it as well. So that's from Tamara. Thank you, Tamara. And I love Abraham Hicks. Okay, going on over to Elizabeth.
Yes, hello. I was just about to say Abraham Hicks as well, Ask and It Is Given. I was about to say exactly the same book, and I actually listened to it on audio because I struggle to find time to actually sit down and read. 8 hours, amazing. And not only the book is really good, but the workshop after the book is really, really helpful, and it makes you really understand how you can create your reality, and it just changes your whole vision of the world, and it also changes, you understand why things happen to you in the past, and it's an amazing book. I think it's a must read, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. As Abraham says, there's much love for you here. There is much love for you here. It's the core basis of all of this. Going on over to Meital in Australia.
Okay, so my schedule is a bit tight. I mean, probably for all of us. But there's one audio I like to listen on YouTube, and when I'm driving in the car in the morning or when I'm coming back home. I'm putting it on. It's positive affirmation. It's probably 11 minutes audio, and it lifts you up. It actually sink in, And there's a book called that I'm still reading. I'm going back to it all the time. When things go wrong. I know, like, it sounds negative, but it's not. It's actually how to build your emotional capacity and to overcome, bad things that happen to you, or overcome negative thoughts. Actually, I can't remember the author's name. Tamara, or can't remember. But I keep coming back to it and reading a chapter here, chapter there, because that's about their journey, and yeah. All right. So and lots of other audios as well as the inner circle, like everyone here. every time I'll choose something else and repeat. And that's it. Tony Robbins too.
Love it.
Love the way.
Yeah, and please put it all in the, write it out in the chat. Put it down in there so we can all have it. And save everybody watching the replay. Put your favorites in there as well. If you got a favorite, if you're in our freedom movement, list one of your favorite inner circle audios and any other audios or books, anything that you love to share with people, because we're always growing, we're always expanding. And Sheila, what is some of your faves?
Oh, one of the recent ones that I did was actually off of YouTube, and CJ shared it with me, and that was the Meta Secret. I've heard about it numerous times at events and everything, but I never looked for it until I went and saw CJ. And yes, I actually just went through it recently, and I plan to go through that one again. I really enjoy watching the Meta Secret. And I found that on YouTube, thanks to CJ.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And again, we might be able to, put links or hyperlinks to some of this stuff in here as well. And for me, I'm going to list some saying ditto, everybody. Everybody else said. Honestly, it's like ditto. I'm going to add a few more. As you all know, I'm very much into Michael Bernard Beckwith. I think there's a community here as well. There's actually here in Los Angeles, there's a community. You can live stream, believe it or not, live guided meditation. And it's on Sundays at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. I'll be honest, with me and the kids, there's no freaking way I'm going to get there at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm at home with the live guided meditation. And people literally from around the globe are on 6:30 a.m. And if you miss that, you can go in and actually catch the replay. So oftentimes I will, when I want a guided meditation, you feel the energy. They actually have live practitioners that are sending energy, like, placing out our energy fields for it. So it's one of those things that you can connect into. And they also have live presentations, again, in the mornings. You go there, the schedule's there on Sundays, but you've got different time zones everywhere else around the world. And you can actually watch live or watch in the archive replays where they're doing live affirmations. Music can be a vibratory way of raising your vibration, vibratory affirmations through music. So there's the opportunity to actually speak them as well. And a few of the books that I recommend, I can't help it, because all these other ones, we're going to throw in some of the Michael Bernard Beckwith's one. There is all Michael Bernard Beckwith. There is The Answer Is You, very powerful book. Life Visioning, which will open you up to being able to really get clarity on feeling into what your gift is, what your actual destiny is in terms of expressing it. And here with this community, what's really amazing is no matter what it is that you have to express, this is a space where you can do it for what that is. And I got clarity for myself, and I'm here, able to express what that is for me. And providing the platform. That's what's so beautiful. Is you had the life visioning, and then this actually provides the actual platform. Once you've gone through that life visioning, through this here, through this system, through this movement that we've got, is how I am applying that into action. That's what's so powerful, is that it can help you to do that. And then there's the other book, again, Michael Bernard Beckwith, Spiritual Liberation, which I found was just really powerful. I am still going through and reading pieces of that. It's just, a powerful selection of books that I recommend. And more and more, there's always more. So please, if you're watching this in the replay, share what it is, and over time. And when you're in our community, we've got just like, there's always somebody sharing, oh, there's this one. There's so much, and our inner circles are constantly being added to, and everything is always expanding. Everything that we do is some very powerful mindset things that are a part of what we do. So, anybody else? Last comments? Anything? Any thoughts you want to share? Nope. We've been on here for quite some time. It's been a longer hangout than usual, but it's a powerful one. And so, stay connected with us. We will be on this page back in 2 weeks. I'll put the date on it after we hop off. But do come back. We do have another hangout called Sisters United that we do we alternate the same time every week. Mum-Freedom-Preneurs, Sisters United every week. And feel free to come join us if you want to know how to connect into that. Again, connect with us, send us a message, send whoever invited you to this, we quickly be connected to that person. Join us in our community, reach out to us on Facebook, and excited to have you, maybe just like, Carrie Lynch is watching on the outside, now she's here on the inside. Many of us, we started that way. So, peace, love, and blessings. See you on the inside, and we'll see you all live here next week.